Yo, what's going on, Dragon Ballers? Welcome back to another deck profile. Today we're going to go over my tricolor Android 16 list. It's been a little while since I've been able to share a home brew with you guys as far as deck profiles are concerned. Because of PPG Miami Invitational, I had to kind of ignore Evolution Booster testing until that was over because I was testing a lot for that event. Now that that's over, the past like 2-ish weeks, I've been able to test more Evolution Booster stuff. So I have some Evolution Booster content to bring to you guys. Do check out the Patreon down in the description below if you want to see my Android 21 deck profile and play guide, which I also posted today there. But I'm just saying that to say that I know I'm a little bit late to the game with the set 13 reveals. I haven't talked about that too much on the channel yet. That comes out in May though, so I feel like I do have some time to that. We'll definitely talk about it. I'll definitely get my thoughts and opinions out to you guys. It might not be as fast as you may have hoped or as other content creators are doing it, but I will definitely get those videos out to you guys. I just feel like I still have some Evolution Booster content, and it's kind of weird, right? Because Evolution Booster and, you know, set 13 are coming out so close to each other. Both did get pushed back, but there's not a whole lot of time to just purely experiment with Evolution Booster. So I do have some more content for that, but we will get to the set 13 reveals. Just, you know, bear with me, stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoy the video as always. That being said, if you're new here, definitely subscribe, hit that bell from this video. If you guys want to help support the channel, like I said, go down to the Patreon, check out the Android 21 play guide there. It's definitely going to help you get your game up. But if you like 21 as a play style, you can see how I've updated the deck to Evolution Booster since set 8, set 9 era. That being said, let's get started with Android 16. So this leader, very, very unique. He does kind of mesh with the whole 21 theme, but at the same time, he doesn't really care about the whole clone token thing. Yeah, you can build 16 to kind of do that pure blue-green ramping style, but I think that's much better suited in 21. She can kind of slow the game down with her field card, Summoning Sickness, and some of the other things she has going for her, like her free Unison. I think 16, you really want to play a mid-range game, thanks to both the front side of the leader filtering a lot, and the back side of the leader kind of abusing Arrival in a sense. So this is very much a mid-range tricolor deck. And if you haven't seen how you can pretty easily mesh tricolor into most Android decks nowadays, we're going to explain that in today's video. So really quick on the leader, he negates the energy exhaust of all Android 16s with Arrival. Then when he attacks, you can discard a blue or green Android card and draw 2. His awaken's a little bit weird. Basically, when he lives 4 or less, or if between you and your opponent there's a combined 5 energy, you can take life till you have 5 left, untap 1, and draw 1. On the backside, you stop drawing, but in this deck, we do have ways to kind of fix that issue. Same permanent to negate all the energy exhaust. And then he's got another permanent that says you can pay the skill cost for and activate Arrival blue-green skills of cards in your energy. Basically, all that's saying is you can Arrival from your energy, kind of using your energy as an extension of your hand. So those Android 16s that you've charged untapped in your energy, you can now play them to the field right from your energy. So that's one of the things that helps the fact that you don't draw on the backside. Auto once per turn, when a blue Android card's played from your energy area, place top card of your deck in your energy in rest mode. So that even further helps the issue, right? Like you're playing battle cards from your energy and you're netting the same energy as long as you're playing an Android, right? Which most of the time you'll be playing an Android from your energy. And then once per turn, activate battle, use a blue-green multicolor Android card in your drop in a combo. And another great thing that helps the lack of draw the leader has on the backside. We know from the game's history that just because your leader doesn't draw on one of the sides doesn't mean your deck is bad, right? Like even King Piccolo doesn't draw on either side of the leader, which is pretty funny to think about, and that deck's still really good. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, let's go to the start of the main deck. Some of our starters here. We have Android 16 Steadfast Ally and Android 16 Steadfast Comeback, both at 4 copies. These are essentially our check lands. We're not playing Android 17 check land because, again, these guys get their energy exhaust negated with our leader skill. Both of them, I think, are really solid cards. We'll start with Steadfast Comeback. He is an Arrival for a green and a blue. He's a dual attacker with blocker and revenge. So the ideal thing is you can attack with him once if you need to, maybe clear a battle card, maybe put a attack on a Unison, and then for your opponent's turn, he stands back up for a revenge blocker. Auto, if your other card's blue or green, when this card's played, using a combo from your hand, choose 1. Your opponent chooses a card in their hand and discards it, or you can place a blue Android card with energy cost of 1 from your deck in your drop area, then shuffle your deck. That effect's not really going to be relevant at all in this particular build of the deck. It's kind of weird. It's a 1-drop 5k combo. I'm not really sure why they decided to do that with this guy. It's not even like you can combo him for free, at least from your hand. But, I mean, it is what it is. Card's still really good. Just 2 energy. Your opponent pitches a card, and you've got some good defense there. Android 16 Steadfast Ally, when this card's played for Arrival, you know, 2 blue, 2 green, you're never going to play this for 7, obviously. When this card's played, add up to 1 Android 21 card with energy cost of 5 or less from deck to hand, shuffle your deck, then choose 1 Android 21 with energy cost of 5 or less in your hand and play it. Also, when this card attacks, your opponent chooses a card in their hand and discards it. So these 2 cards, how you're establishing a board for the most part. And then we've got a few Android 21s that Steadfast Ally can play. So we're playing 2 copies of Bad Omen. This is classic. You play it, you burn an energy of your own, you kill one of your opponent's battle cards, and you crit one of their lives. So you can play that off of Steadfast Ally for some pretty solid battle interruption. Basically, you can snipe any one battle card your opponent's either attacking with or hasn't yet attacked with if you go into Bad Omen. I did actually really like Beautiful Scientist in the deck because, you know, as opposed to 21, Bad Omen, you still get to play Beautiful Scientist and pop a battle card, and you actually get to ramp in energy. I've actually gone through many iterations of this deck, some with Unison, some without, some with certain battle cards, some without. And Beautiful Scientist, I've cut it from this list because we are actually playing a 30k battle card that's quite good in the deck. We'll get to that a little bit later on. But if you were to kind of customize and change the deck around, you could certainly play Beautiful Scientist. She also pops, she actually ramps you instead of killing one of your energy, and she does provide a blocker. But the trade-off with Bad Omen is Bad Omen's actually a pretty relevant attacker, and critting one of your opponent's life is a really, really powerful effect, so that's really good there. We're also playing 1 copy of Android 21 Destructive Villain. This is kind of something you can grab in a pinch. If your opponent's got a super wide board full of 4 costs and less, like King Piccolo, for instance, you can arrive Steadfast Ally, go into Destructive Villain, and you can basically wipe your opponent's entire field. Doing that on your opponent's turn is kind of insane. So some of the crazy plays of the deck, if the meta were to shift in a way where like Destructive Villain's more important, yeah, sure, you could play a second copy. That's definitely something you can do if you needed to. Then we've got some of the green yellow in the deck. So here's where the tricolor comes in. So starting off, we have Android 1415 target acquired. Most of the effect is not relevant. The main thing is permanent if your leader card's yellow or an Android card. Reduce the combo cost of this card in your hand by 1. So he's a free green yellow combo. Since our leader is an Android, that gives us the ability to play Android 13 Mission Begins and Krillin 18 Power Couple. So a few important things here. They're both Android cards you can pitch for your leader, which is nice, helps with that kind of consistency. And Android 13 Mission Begins, I think, is a really, really powerful card. So he's a arrival for green by comboing a green yellow. So you have target acquired. There's also another way you can summon this guy in the deck, which we'll get to in just a bit. Double Striker auto at the start of your opponent's turn. They choose 2 of their battle cards and KO them. So I think this card's really good because a lot of decks in this format, I would say most decks in this format, go quite wide, and almost every battle card your opponent has in the field is of some importance, of some high impact, right? Like King Piccolo, for instance, the most low impact card they'll have in their field is like the 1-drop King Piccolo top 5 searcher. But even then, like if they're forced to remove that, that gives them, that takes away their ability to evolve into King Piccolo Time to Fight. Other than that, they might have pianos on the field, or a piano on the field. They might have, you know, tambourines, cymbals. All those battle cards they have are high impact. So making them get rid of anything, even though it's their choice, can be quite good. Then you got the activate main from the drop area for 1. Send this card from drop to warp. Choose an opponent's battle card with energy cost 3 or less and KO it. So just having some additional value in the drop, definitely not a bad thing. And then we have the Krillin 18 Power Couple. So it's an arrival for green with a green yellow. When you play, you can choose either of the effects. You can either make your opponent pitch a card or choose a keyword skill in one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and negate it for the turn. So the deck has some ability to sort of like Final Flash cheese the opponent in a sense. Like if your opponent's going in a double strike or a triple strike, play Krillin 18, take that away, take 1 damage, right? So that's really good in that regard. The thing with this deck is the way you're going to play it, you're not going to tap much offensive energy. You're just going to, you know, start charging, attacking. You're going to play pretty slow, and then your opponent's going to attack you, and you have the option of these guys to arrive or any of the 16 and 17s to arrive. And by doing that, you're going to aim to disrupt your opponent's turn while at the same time establishing your board. That's very much the play style of this deck, just to give you guys a quick rundown in that regard. Then we've got 4 Bionic Blitz and 3 Goku Sand Instincts. So yes, unfortunately, this deck is not super budget friendly to play the tricolor version. Again, you could very easily just play blue-green ramp. That would be much more budget friendly and a little bit simpler. But with this build, we do need a utility yellow card to combo in the addition of targets acquired. So using Bionic Blitz plus, you know, Sand Instincts gets you any of your blue-green or green-yellow arrivals. Nice thing on your Awakened side too is you get that blue-green combo for free every turn. So technically you're only losing 1 card from hand, the Sand Instincts, to get your green yellow arrivals into play. And then of course Sand Instincts tap 2, draw 2. That's going to be one of the only real things you're going to be tapping offensive energy for. Again, not much in the deck you're tapping offensive energy for, except for like 1 more card we'll see in a bit. But yeah, it really does work out well in the deck. You could maybe play another copy of Targets Acquired and play 2 Sand Instincts to save on some budget there, but I like the 3-3 split. If you have another generic yellow card in mind, you could definitely replace Sand Instincts for that, but the draw power of Sand Instincts is quite nice. Then for the rest of the stuff, we've got Android 18 speedy substitution at 3. So the fact you can start a lot of your turn ones with a untapped multicolor is quite nice. So Android 18 searches most of your deck, even the green yellow cards. And at the end of the turn, you can swap one of your blue green energy for a card in your hand. So because your Android 16s ignore energy exhaust, you can play 18. You can, at the end of the turn, swap one of your 16s back to your hand, and you can put one of your green yellows in your energy, for instance, just so this way in your next turn you can charge another untapped energy. It's just kind of like a cool added thing you can do with speedy substitution if you're ever in that position where you have a ton of green yellows in your hand. But the nice thing about that too is you can also pitch the green yellows to your unawakened leader, so they're not going to really clunk all that hard. We're also playing 3 Baby Unknown Parasite. I know this is another really big budget problem for the deck. I know this card recently just got bought out. I'm sure the price on it will settle. Blue is not even really being played all that much except for Blue Baby, and yeah, this card's great in Blue Baby, but I'm pretty sure the price will settle on this. It's probably just a temporary buyout. But anyways, this is one of the cards you can play that really help mitigate the lack of leader draw on the Awakened side, so getting this into play definitely going to be solid. That gives us access to SS Trunk's God Sealing technique, so of course we're going to play it. I think the 3-3 split is good. I don't think you need 4 babies or 4 God Sealing. I think this number is good, especially with how much the leader filters on the Unawakened side. Then for more of our staple stuff, we have 4 D-Magic, 4 Senzu Bean, and we are playing the 1 Baby Hatch. The SCR spot's pretty flexible. You can play Baby Hatch if you have it. You can play Supreme Kai of Time, Space Time Rattler if you have it. But if you don't have either of those, you can actually play SS4 Vegeta, the blue-green SCR. It's kind of neat, actually, because you can charge it, and then at some point in the game, you can actually arrive it from your energy. So let's just say you draw it too early, it's pretty dead in your hand. You have the ability to charge it, and it's actually useful later on, which I think is a pretty cool thing about that SCR. Personally, I want to play Baby Hatch. I want to end my opponent's turn, but of those things, the 3 that I said are pretty good: Spring Kai of Time, this, and the blue-green Vegeta. Even Smoke Dragon could be good, because the idea with this deck is to like starve your opponent of resources. So if your opponent's like in a late game scenario where they're only at like 4 cards in hand, you play Smoke Dragon, you can take the rest of their hand. I think that's a pretty good card to go for as well. And then guys, this is pretty much our main way to end the game, this combination of cards. You don't need exactly this combination, but this is like a very helpful combination to do it. So we have our 1 Overwhelm SS4 Bardock fighting against Fates. We have Baby Golden Avenger, which obviously combos with our Unisons -5 to counter for free, and then 1 copy of Furthering Destruction Champa. The SS4 Bardock could be something like Mirror Creator Absorb, but honestly the deck's full of 10Ks already, so I like the fact that Bardock is a 5K combo in a pinch, but obviously Mirror is much harder to out combo. But I feel like the way the deck plays, you should be taking a lot of cards from the opponent, starving them of a lot of resources. So I feel like fighting against Fates with a big dual attack can get the job done. But this is the main endgame combo. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the deck profile. I think it's really cool. You can build Android 16 as tricolor. I've even seen some builds playing like Zamasu Super Combo plus Violent Rush Bojack. So they're playing like a blue-yellow core. But I want in the comments below what you think about this deck. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.